Hey guys, hope you're all doing well today. So it has actually been quite a few days since the last clip that went online for the vlog, mainly because this past week has been kind of boring. It's just me coming home from work and just relaxing the whole time. I really didn't have a whole lot to film to show you guys, but today, oh, my phone just went off. One thing today that I got done finally was the trim for basically everything that I could get done, at least for the trim. A few things popped up just because it's like there's a piece underneath where the shades are, and I'm kind of thinking about taking those shades out. So once I actually take those out, then I can put that little trim piece, it's only about 3 or 4 inches wide, a part of the shade where you actually pull the shade, like pull the wire for the shades, actually is in the way of that piece. So I want to know if I'm going to take the shades out completely, or if I'm going to put a new set of shades there, where the piece is going to go. If there even is a piece. If there's no piece, I can just take the shades down completely, fill in the holes with putty, and paint over that, and then just stick that piece of trim on the wall and call it a day. Apart from that, I am also running into an electrical issue. One light here went out. One light in my office went out. One light in my kitchen went out. And then most recently, one of these 2 lights above the bar, this one actually, went out today. When I turned the light switch back on later in the day, both lights were lit. So I don't know if there's a short somewhere. So when I have an electrical person come and take a look at the baseboard heater at the bottom of the stairs, I think I'm gonna also talk to him about maybe testing out the wiring and seeing if there is any short circuit type stuff here, because with the electronics that I have, last thing I wanna do is have a small fire start somewhere, because that would suck. Apart from all that stuff though, I hope you guys are having a good week. Hope you guys are transitioning into fall well. I know some areas are either gonna have, according to the outlook for winter, some places are gonna be a little warmer, some places are gonna be a little wetter than normal. I think the only thing that we really took out of this is that it will snow and it will get cold. I went and saw Zombieland 2, hilarious movie. If you guys haven't seen the first one, I definitely recommend watching it. And don't let the name fool you, it is more of a comedy than anything else. Yeah, there is some gore to it, but not much. I mean, it's a zombie flick, you're gonna have some. But Woody Harrelson does an amazing job in the movie, as well as all the other cast members. Woody Harrelson's probably my favorite though. Same thing in the second movie. It's called Double Tap, or Zombieland Double Tap. I highly recommend it. Definitely go check it out. Alright guys, so it is about 11:30 at night. I'm about to pack it up and call it quits for tonight. Streamed for a little bit. We played some Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past from the Super Nintendo. Having a lot of fun with that one. I think the average time to beat it is around 15 to 18 hours. Leisurely, if you do it, about 28 to 30. So I think I'm going to be more on that leisurely 25 to 28, 30 hours, somewhere around there. But right now we're just cruising along through it, so it's really cool. I made the mistake of not setting my alarm for this morning, and I didn't wake up until about 11. Sleeping in felt amazing, but I really didn't get a whole lot done. So I had to kind of make up for that and kind of cruise through some stuff. That being said, I'm setting my alarm for tomorrow, and we are going to work on putting together the bed frame that I got. It's a metal frame. It's just that I needed something to lift the bed off the ground. And then I also, because I wanted to wait to put that picture up until I got my bed together. That picture that I have, that really big one that I showed you, that's actually that's gonna be more of a headpiece for the bed, sort of. It's gonna be high enough above it to where it'll still be separate art, but it's gonna serve as more of like a visual end for the bed against the wall kind of thing. I don't think I'm actually gonna get a like headboard, so we'll see how it looks. Morning guys. So woke up this morning and got right to work on the bed, seeing that I was like in it already. I'm not sleeping on the floor anymore. Before, the bed came out to about here on the floor, so it's a huge difference. That picture is going to take up like that whole thing, which is going to be really cool. But what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer a high bed or a low bed? I'm still getting used to the high bed right now, but with the low bed, it's like if I was tired, I could just fall into it, and then in the morning, I can just roll out. Now, I actually have to do work to get in and out of bed. So, let me know what you guys think. Went a little shopping after work. Went and did a little shopping. Got some more detergent. Definitely needed that. I also picked up something to help me with storage. It's dark in here. There we go. So I picked up a container to put a whole bunch of my winter stuff in when I'm not using it, and then my summer stuff when I'm not using that. But here's the moment of truth. Does it fit underneath my bed? So according to the picture, I should be able to fit some luggage underneath there. It is a pretty high depth, so let's try seeing if my container fits underneath it. Oh, just fits, oh, good, well, okay. Just fits. Oh, wow, that is a really close fit. It said I can fit my luggage underneath it, so let's try the luggage. Ooh, that is close. Oh, that is really close. It was touching up here. So it fit my storage container and my suitcase, which is a win-win. Got some Super Beer Bros playing on the screen. Just got done doing my dishes. Also got some honey barbecue chicken strips. I was in a mood for some honey barbecue chicken, and I happened to be at Target, so I figured why not? I'm gonna make some. While I got my chicken cooking in the microwave right now, I have a question for you guys, because apparently I've been eating kiwis wrong my entire life. And this past year, I learned that you're apparently supposed to cut them open, then scoop out the inside. I've been eating them forever with the fur on. Is that endangering me? Have I been giving myself cancer for the past 30 years because I've been eating the fur of a kiwi? Is it toxic? I don't know. If you have any idea, leave a comment below. Is it bad for you? Is it full of fiber? Who knows? Hey guys, hope we're all doing well today. So it's now the 24th. It is Thursday. This week is flying by. Looking forward to the weekend though. We got a D&D type of thing going on this weekend where we're making kind of like some storage boxes for our components for D&D, like our dice, our minifigures, stuff like that. But then we're also like engraving into it with a wood burning kit, putting some felt in it. We're making it look really nice. So I'm gonna film some of that and hopefully be able to see that on Saturday as well. On top of that, I found my flannel, which I am happy for. My flannel, my comfy shoes, my slippers, my robe. I found all the good comfy things that make that make relaxing at night a little easier to do. Found all that stuff, packed more stuff away underneath the bed, got my suitcases. I'm actually like making this place look like a home now, so I'm happy with that. Though I actually had some time this week while I was like, my lower back was going at the beginning of the week, and then my stomach was kind of towards this end of the week. But I had some time to think about my Twitch situation, because I don't feel like I stream long enough or enough times, and that kind of bothers me because the whole process of moving over here included me streaming a lot more and putting up a lot more content like that, and it's just in the back of my head I have a little bit of hesitation because it's like that's not what's paying the bills. My job is. So in the back of my head I have a little bit of hesitation with, should I put in a full amount of energy with Twitch or with YouTube, or should I focus more of my energy on what's actually paying my bills? I do need to just sit down and enjoy the games and just play through them and not even worry about the viewership, the content that I'm putting out there. Just go and play the games, and if the games click, they click. If not, that's not my problem. It's just I have to play through these games. I have way too many games that I need to play through and that I want to play through. I have just over 300 games, and I have a big announcement for a video game. I've been looking for this video game for months and months and months within the past year, and I finally found it for a decent price, and I got it. I'm going to show it when it comes in the mail though, so I should be getting it within the next week. They shipped it out today. It will be my holy grail item of my video game collection up to this point, so I'm very excited about it. Well, it's the weekend. Thank God. I need it. I took a nap when I got home today just because my back was a little sore, and sleeping on the floor really seems to help. Like taking a little cat nap every now and then on the actual like hard surface floor seems to straighten it out a little bit. But I stopped at GameStop today and I picked up one thing for me and then something for my dad. I actually found, and the only reason I picked this up was because I had the other three. Like I said before, I showed in a past video Mickey, Minnie, and Piglet that were all the Christmas ones, but I did not have Winnie the Pooh. Now I have Winnie the Pooh. He's adorable. I didn't notice this at first, but he's got a bag of, see if it focuses. Here. He's got a bag of, it looks like honey pots, almost like Christmas gifts, but honey pots. I thought that was adorable. This dude is cute. So I also ended up getting something for my dad because my dad, he's a professional welder and he's been welding for 31 years. The year he started at his place was the year that I was born. So I'm 31. I'm going to be 31 next month. He has been there for 31 years. But I saw this today while I was at GameStop, and me and him are both comic book fans. But I saw this and I thought that he would really like it, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it is the Injustice 2 Batman DC Gallery. This one's only at GameStop. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, obviously my dad doesn't play video games, but this is still a really cool Batman. Let's see if I can actually get a good image of it. I mean, that's what it looks like on the front. I don't really want to take it out per se, at least right now. You'll see it tomorrow maybe when I take it over to my parents' place. But yeah, it's really cool. I think he's gonna like it. Now about the fire burning or engraving, or I actually forgot what they call it, like how photography is actually the name of taking photos or whatnot. Like, this actually has a name to it. I'll show it right here because I can't remember it for the life of me. I'm gonna have to do a lot of learning though, because the different tips that come with the pencil, or I don't know what you want to actually call that, but the thing that you actually hold when you're doing all the engraving, that thing has different tips for different things. Like, some of them are used to do more thin lines, some of them are used to do shading, patterns, thick lines, you name it. So there are literally dozens upon dozens of tips that you can get for this thing, and each one is going to have to take like a different learning process. So it'll be pretty interesting, but I think it'll be fun. Oh man, I'm tired. I am gonna watch a little Home Improvement and play some solitaire on my phone. I've been really into relaxing lately. I don't know how you guys do with falling asleep, but if I'm reading a book, I can pretty much fall asleep pretty quickly, or it drains my eyes to where they get really tired and want to fall asleep on me. But playing solitaire on my phone too, that's a big one. So I'm gonna play some solitaire, watch some Home Improvement, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a little bit of wood burning. All right, so I'm over at my parents' house right now. We're just working on the stuff on the inside, but I wanted to show you what the project was on the outside that we were working on. So we tried using the wood burner. It didn't work because a piece of it actually broke off. This wood burner, even though this is like the second time using it, it's probably about 6 to 8 years old, so it's not exactly the most reliable thing. So I am gonna have to go out and buy either a whole new set, a decent like $30 to $50 set maybe, but as far as the staining goes, it looks really cool. Okay, so one of the stains we used was more of a grayish kind of stain. You can see it right there. Then we have a couple of other stains. We have a lighter brown stain. We have a couple darker stains. We have one that's almost like a black. So felt's gonna go on the inside of these, but then I think that actually looks really sharp. I'm gonna do an emblem on the top. I'm gonna probably find one online. Looks like they may have gotten a little bit of glue right here. It's the stain wasn't really sticking to that. But yeah, so far pretty good. Hey, I'm home. I hope you liked that little clip of all of the D&D stuff that we were doing. The box was really fun to make. I love how mine turned out. It's a very elegant, clean looking box, and I really like it. Now I just have to find what I was gonna do was try and see if I can find like maybe a CNC operator type thing to laser cut a piece of metal for me in the logo or an emblem that I like. I'm just gonna see if I can get a polished steel piece off of like Etsy, Amazon, something like that, or a local shop. of an emblem that I really like, and I'm gonna put that on there. Maybe a gaming one, I'm not exactly sure at this point. The issue that we ran into with the woodcutter, it was working fine for the most part. Shrimp, or Mitchell, my buddy, he actually made a Dota wood burning image on his box, which was really cool. I'm thinking the issue that we ran into with the wood burning kit was we were taking a pliers and we were changing the tips as we were going along. So if we needed something that was really thin, if we needed a thin tip, we would take the pliers, change out the hot tip that was inside it, pick the new tip up with the pliers, and install it with that. The issue is that I think while it expanded, it was those tips were expanding, like the threads were expanding. So while we were taking them out and trying to take them out and trying to install them, they were too big inside the actual the end of the wood burning kit itself, and I'm thinking that had something to do with it. So it was definitely on us. A piece of it actually broke inside the thing, so I'm gonna try and get that out. If not, I may just have to end up going and buying a new kit, which they're not expensive. They're like less than 20 bucks, so it's no big hit to the bank. But I want to show you what this actually looks like now that it's here in my house. Alright, so I put it on a paper towel because it was still, I mean, this is some really porous stuff, so there was a lot of stain involved with it. Got some of my dice out because I was trying to see the correct size of a lot of the stuff. Let's put the soda behind it, give it something to rest on. But here we go. This is actually really neat. Right now it's holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things of dye. My cards, a couple of my characters, some miscellaneous notes for a weapon that I have. It can hold a lot more dye, which I don't really need. I only need like 3, 4 sets, maybe 4 sets. So I'm going to take a bunch of them out. I'm only going to keep the ones I need. Same thing with the cards. I don't need all the cards. A lot of the cards are for stuff that they're not made for my character. So I'm not going to need all of them, which may even clean this area up. I'll put the cards that I need in this area, which would open up this whole area for not just dice through them, but maybe keeping pencils, pens, a small notepad or something. This is awesome. I love this. I can't wait to get an emblem and put the emblem right on the top. I think this looks really sharp. And we did all this with the stain and everything for easily less than 15 bucks. So if you want to go and do something like this, highly recommend it. It's a fun little project and not too expensive. This video almost got away without an outro, so my apologies for that. I'm actually putting together the video right now, and it'll be going up in the next hour on YouTube. So I just wanted to say I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I know California's dealing with the fires. We're dealing with just getting our first snowfall. The weather all over the US and the world is crazy right now, so if you're dealing with those fires, stay safe and evacuate when you need to, because it's not something you want to mess with. But I will see you all in the next video. Take care and peace out.